Hello everyone, my name is WW08 here, otherwise known as Liam, and today I am back with another video. And this one is a review of some recent hauls that I've been getting. And it's actually going to be a two-parter because it turns out I'm not that fast. I say in the following content that, hey, this is going to be a quick video. I was wrong. I talk a lot. So I hope you all really enjoy this and actually pay attention, and I understand if you don't and just skip through to see what I have, but I'd appreciate it if you listened, because I tried to show my joy, because I'm very happy. I'm very happy with what I've gotten, and I just want to show that off to all of you. Without further ado, let's start the review. Hey, that rhymed. So, I think I'm going to start with the newest item by, when it was released, and that is Thomas Railway 2022 Kenji. So I bought this to finish a section of my collection. I have, at the top shelf, there's all of my 2022 items, and it was just missing one engine, one long engine like this, to fill a gap, and now it's perfect. Maybe I'll show a picture of it on the screen, I don't know. But I have yet to let him out, so I think I'm going to do that real quick. This is always kind of tedious, so I have scissors, but I might speed this part up or cut it out, but yeah, we're gonna okay, and there is his coach. So I guess I'll do a quick little, review of this. So basically, I just knew I wanted to get Kenji, but my time was obviously running out with 2022 Wind Railway being cancelled. So, hey, I got him. And you know what? He looks pretty good. I'm going to move him onto the road because it's just easier for you guys to see. But I guess his coach, don't love how small the wheels are, but it's whatever. Still looks good. But the engine of Kenji itself, man, they actually went really hard with him. Think about Hugo, Wind Railway Hugo, and then compare it to Kenji. I just feel like Kenji looked more finished, in my opinion. And I actually like this more plastic-y, well, it is plastic. I like this plastic color. I feel like that looks better than that silver that they gave Hugo, but that's just me. Kenji. So yeah, part of Wave 2, we all know that. But I don't really know what else to say about this, because I kind of just got him out on a whim. I was talking to one of my friends about how he, and I guess the Trouble Trucks, and Kevin technically as well, are the only engines that I didn't have. I'm not going to buy Kevin. Don't really care too much about the trucks. So I'm like, hey, I'll grab Kenji, because he's pretty cool. And yeah, I quite like him. He is mostly made out of plastic, which kind of sucks, but that's whatever. And I do like the wheels, but it does suck that he's mostly made out of plastic when it is Thomas Wind Railway. This is the only wooden chunk. Same thing with on the coach, but I like the details. Anyway, I think that's it for Kenji. I'll just move him over here out of the way. And I think next up I'm gonna continue with the not as exciting. I think I'll leave the best for last. I got this. It's not gonna fit on frame properly, but I got, and ignore the glare, sorry. I got this Thompson Magic Railroad VHS at a local thrift store for only $1, and it looks in pretty good nick on the inside. But I've never used a VHS. I don't own a VHS player, but yeah, looks pretty good considering. So yeah, I now own this. I'll just go with my Magic Railroad stuff, and that's about it. I don't really know what else to say about that. That was just something I was out with my dad, found that, I'm like, hey, why not? $1? what's $1? I mean, $1's still quite nice, but you know. Anyway, next up, I decided to buy some items from a range that I only have one of, that being an Oliver. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let's buy it. It's only like $30, I think it was. And I'm like, you know what? I should try it. So, who should I start with? Well, I'll start with the old geezer. I guess they're not gonna really roll on the winter rail. Can they? I mean, I guess kinda. Yes, I got Golden Bear. That's what I got. And they're really cute. I thought they were a bit bigger, because I got the Talking Oliver, which is fairly chunkier, but these things are still really cute. Like, look at how good condition he is. I wonder if I can adjust my light. I might bring it down a bit. There we go. Maybe that's better lighting. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. So yeah. Edward looks really good. They're all in really good condition, considering. Let's see, what's the date on this? This is 1995. Which, honestly, before I bought these, I didn't even know they were made in the 90s. I thought they were early 2000s toys, but pretty cool. So yeah, I got Edward. I'll just sit him down right there. Next one, I guess by numerical order, I have is our good buddy old pal Gordon. And I love that he has a little detachable fender. Like, that's really cute. Like, Edward doesn't really need it. I think it's actually kind of cute that they kept it one whole item, like, say Ertl. But, like, unlike Ertl, they removed the tender, and I think that's fun, and I guess a bit more playability in the function. All of them, they have really, really nice faces. Like, really nice faces, and I hope I can do something with these guys. I doubt I will, but who knows. Me looking at it off screen, sorry. They're really cute, and they remind me of the, like, My First Thomas books, if you know what I'm talking about. The really simplistic designs just make me feel so, like, happy. I don't know how to explain it. They're very charming, and I kind of honestly wish I had these as a kid. Like, these are the most ideal My First Thomas toys. They're simplistic, but they're cute and they're charming. They still have the charm of the faces, but they're easy. They're not like hardcore models or Tomy or Trackmaster or Wooden Railway. Like, I guess Wooden Railway also has the same kind of charm, and that's probably why I like it and Golden Bear so much. But now I have Gordon, so there's a lot more to come. Hopefully, I don't want this video to be too long, but I also don't want it to be like, oh, look at these, oh, bye. Next up, then, is Duck. But not just one duck, 2 ducks, for whatever reason. I don't know why they came with 2 ducks, and I also question why he has yellow wheels. Like, was Orange and Go trying to... I think Orange and Go did it with Salty, or did it do it? I think it was with Salty, but I kind of like it, and I don't know why. It doesn't look right, but also don't hate it. I don't know. The only thing I probably don't really like is that they included the 8, but didn't include the GWR. Like, I understand the simplicity, and I'm like, oh yeah, kids should notice Duck is 8 before they notice GWR, because I think that's just a kids numbering system kind of thing. But I kind of do wish there was a GWR on it. I think he would look a little bit better if he had GWR on the side. But again, the face, great. Color, honestly quite like it. It's quite charming. The shape, like, all these molds are really nice. I love the round edges that they added. Like I understand obviously these are for kids, but like it just gives them this very like simplistic, charming, and kid-like look, and obviously that's what they were going for, but like I feel like any child would be really happy with these things, and they're great size. Like with kid hands, they would probably have 2 hands on it, It just seems like such a perfect type of toy. But yeah, when was this made? This one's 2000s. I think they're both 2000s, but I should check. Yeah, they're both 2001s. Yeah. But yeah, Duck. I'll put them there for a second next to Jay. I think, let me check Gordon's date real quick before I move on. He's also 2001. There we go. Also, the coupling system, I should also mention that. I don't know, I just think it's so simple, but I like this little whole nub. I don't know, I think it works really well, surprisingly. So, yeah. Put them back. Next up, keeping with the numbers, we'll go 11. So I mentioned I have an Oliver, but now I have a smaller Oliver. And interesting enough, he has black wheels. So like rail whiskers, but like not rail whiskers because he doesn't have 11. So I don't know why they gave him black wheels, but it still looks good. And the face, like I know I'm really hammering it in with the faces, but like look at them. That is probably some of the best faces that we got on any Thomas range model kind of thing. Like, holy, that is the epitome of Oliver. Okay, this date was also 2001, so far Edward is my oldest one. But I don't have much more to say because I own the talking one. But I can't explain exactly how much I love these things. I just think they're so perfect. And I wouldn't change, honestly, probably a single thing about them. Maybe a couple wheel changes, but like, yeah. Next up, okay, we've reached the end of the numbered choo-choos, so we're gonna continue with classic series characters, and that, we'll start with this one. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either, and that's Bill. So, yeah, I'm noticing a trend that they're not including the railway companies on the side. Like, we don't have the GWR for Duck or Oliver. We don't have the SCC for Bill, and I guess Ben as well. But I guess they wanted to hammer it in that this is Bill, not Ben, because they're the same. So, and the orange is a bit really neon. I kind of wish it was more yellow, but I'm okay with it. On camera, it actually picks up a lot more yellow. But in person, it's pretty orangey. And the face is a bit creepy. It reminds me of Tommy. I feel like it's the eyes. The pupils are way too big. But I don't think there's much of an issue with that. Still a nice toy. Probably one of my least favorites that I got. And the date says 2001 as well. So not much else to say. He does have, the interesting thing I've found is that he's the only one so far that has his funnel, even though it's just a little bit, his funnel is indented inwards, while the rest of them have flat funnels, flat tops on the funnel. Which I guess is a little interesting, Nick, but yeah. Bill. Next up is probably, I hate this one. I love ideas of it, and I hate the face. I hate it so much. And that is Daisy. Oh, whoops, knocked over the fence. See, Daisy, you're a mistake. Okay, thank you. There. Okay, you know what? I'll just leave it. So, yeah, the face. It's probably because it's so squashed down, and I understand why they had to do that. But also the blue eyeshadow just rubs me the wrong way. Like, she looks like she has an excess face here and here. They could have cut it right there, and I think Daisy would have looked a lot better. I think that would have also looked better for her model. So just cutting that off, I think she would have looked a lot better. And also, her buffers are wrong, but it's fine. So it's whatever, I don't really care. But I like all the molded details. Like, her lines, her doors, her windows, they're all molded in, and I think I really appreciate that, as well as the wheel configuration. Like, obviously, it's not the exact thing, but it looks different enough that you're like, oh yeah, that's Daisy, that's her wheel config. But yeah, I do really like all these molded details. They're really nice. But the face needs some work. Still good though. Don't get me wrong. I don't know where to put her. I'll just, yeah, she's there. All the green ones can stick together. Okay, we move on to our narrow gauge engines. Because that's all I have for that. I should have grabbed a battery before I did this, but I didn't. I got Talking Peter Sam. I didn't grab a battery. Probably would have been a good idea with that, but I mean, I don't know where to roll this, but his eyes move. I don't want to move the camera. It's not going to move, is it? Yeah, it doesn't want to move. Okay, it moves, and one of the eyes are really sun faded. Hold up, is there? Yeah. It's like, did you get some dirt in your eye, Peter Sam? But he's cute. I like the face. I'm sure it'd look better with the molded eyes, but the moving eyes are still looking good. They kept the name and the number, which I guess makes more sense in this context, because Peter Sam is not the company. Oh, yes, the number 4 works for the Peter Sam Mill Company thingy. Yeah, no, that's dumb. But the color, they really nailed Peter Sam's color. I feel like this is a bit thick, like the border, and a bit thin there. Kind of inconsistent, but I'm okay with it. But overall, he looks really good. There's his little speaker. But again, not much to say. He's in his old funnel, though. That's interesting. I feel like he would look a bit more distinguished if he had his special funnel. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. He still looks really good. And he's giant, so he's the big guy here. I'm Peter Sam, I'm running this line. No, you're not. Anyway, next up, so far the worst, not worst face, but worst, like, condition face right now is Rusty. And it's just because he has a little chip on his nose and his eyebrows are fading. But he still looks really good nonetheless. Hold up, the focus is not being my friend. Come on, focus on Rusty. Do you not want to focus on Rusty? I don't think it wants to focus on Rusty. But yeah, I really love Rusty. All of his molded details, again, look great. And I love that they noticed that on this side, Rusty has the hole. On this side, it's the door. Like, that's great. They didn't have to do that. I find it interesting. He has a little wheel arch, though. I don't think that's not an actual Rusty trait, right? Am I going crazy? I don't think so. But he looks cute. I like him. Probably he works the best in this simplistic tone because he's a very orange trained anyway, and these little details like his horn. Well, I don't think that's not his horn. That's his cap, or I forget what it's called. It's not. I always thought it was the horn in this case. It's not a horn. But thanks, Twitter user. Is it his water cap? I think it's his water cap because there was a whole system thing. Anyway, we're not going to get into details of that. If you want to look that up, look it up. Yeah, Rusty, I really like him. I'll just move on because we're already at 18 minutes, and I said, hey, I want to keep this short. But I lied, I guess. Okay, I guess we'll continue with the rolling stock, and then we'll move on to the vehicles. I guess we only have 3 bits of rolling stock. So we have the soda fuel tanker, the milk tanker, and something else that you'll see in a minute because I can't fit it on frame. So the milk tanker, interesting enough, it has a red running board, which is kind of interesting when you look at this and it has a black one, and black looks so tasteful, and I think this would look so good with a black one. Interesting enough, has yellow and white wheels, which I guess kind of work. I don't hate it actually, but I wish the running board here was black, because why? It looks like a take-along. But not much else to say. I like that they include the companies, but like obviously this is not a train, so it's like, oh yeah, there's the milk, and there's the fuel, and I like that they include the whole thing instead of just saying milk and fuel. But I like that. Not much else to say. They nice tankers, I guess, but not much to say about that. Ben Gordon's Express Coach. Again, not much to say. Honestly, this is kind of weak. It's just printed on detail, so it's kind of like whatever. It's a coach, whatever. I've been not looking at the dates of these. This is 1995 as well, so I guess it didn't come with Gordon. Interesting. I really do actually appreciate the color of the wheels matching the engine for the most part. Or not the engine, the rolling stock. It's actually kind of a neat little detail, and I think it brightens up these items a bit more. I'm gonna go back and look at all the dates that I missed. I already looked at that. Why did I look there? Rusty's 2001. Peter Sam is 2003. Daisy is 2001. Milk Tinker's probably also going to be 2001. Yep, and Fuel Tinker also 2001. So what did I expect? Next up, we got our roads. We got Topham's car, which is yellow for some reason, but TH2 apparently. Apparently he's the second Topham. I don't know. But cute little face. I like it. And the plastic window and yeah. And the little steering wheel. It's cute. I really also like that there's a texture on his, like, not his seat, but the part that goes down for a convertible. I think that's what it is. But the mold details, they look great. I like that there's like shiny fittings. I honestly think that's a little extra neat little detail to add. They didn't have to. They could have just went plastic. Like, obviously it's still plastic, but like plastic colored, like gray. But really cute. Next up, honestly one of my favorite ones I got, and that's Lorry 1. Even though he's not even at all the right color, he's brown for some reason. Just got shit on apparently, I guess. But his cargo's removable, and I love the little graded details on the inside, and his face, like, that's so mischievous. I love it. But yeah, the mold details, great. They really didn't have to. And I do actually appreciate the yellow wheels with the yellow cargo and the yellow license plates. I think it's actually, they made their toys tie in with each other so well in design, that even if they're not the actual designs, like, they didn't have to do this. Actually, this isn't even right at all, but I like it. I still like it a lot, and I don't know why. And when I was talking about Topham, they could have done this, like, slightly shinier gray for this, but I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because I think this looks special with this fitting. But yeah, for some reason he's looking up. I don't know what he's looking at. The stars. Maybe he's high. I don't know. Yeah, I probably shouldn't mention this isn't the kids' channel. But I think it's a bit late for that. Okay, next road vehicle we got George. This is my third ever George piece of merch. I love that. Look at all the details. Like, he has his flywheel, has his roller. His roller, I guess, holder piece is red. And oh, just look at the top. It's a hole. It looks great. But I don't love his face being that separate color, but it's okay. It's whatever. They had to do what they had to do. Still looks good. Next up is Birdie. His face looks really weird. Probably because they were trying to make the double chin look, but it does not look like that. So I don't love his face. But the rest of him looks great. I love the wheels. The wheels look so cute. And his face still looks good, but like, why? Why does it look like that? Not much else to say about this. I haven't been looking at the dates again. This is 1995, so he's pretty old. George is 2001, and Topham's probably also going to be 2001, I think. Yeah, 2001. But yeah, Birdie. I'll put Birdie the bus right there. Next up is the double Volstrodes. They're the same, so I'm only going to show one. And I think this one's, no, this one's the one in better, no. But the face, love that emotion. Like, holy, they did not have to go that hard. And again, the molded details and like the individual paint on the life ring, like they didn't have to do that. They really didn't. They probably could have just had no life ring and still would have went hard. But I do actually quite like the blue, red, and yellow look. Like, I'm seeing that, sensing the pattern that they wanted to take away some of the blander colors, and I really actually appreciate it. I think it looks really good. And I like that you can still connect to things, but only from one way. And instead, I kind of do wish you could pull, because I think that would be kind of cool. But being towed along, like, because George doesn't have a thing, so here, I guess, no, Bird doesn't have a thing either. I'll grab Rusty can tow him away. Like, that's kind of cute. I don't know. I like that. Not much else to say. It looks like they could have a cargo piece in them, but I don't have that, so put them aside. And the last two, they're additions to my growing collections. So first of all, this Herald. I love that his propellers spin, but they're kind of creaky right now. I feel like they're meant to do something, but I don't know if that's just, or they're just not oiled. I still really like him. He looks so cute. Like, look at that. Look at that face. How could you not love that face? And just the simple Herald instead of adding the line on, I think it actually looks really good. And he's so like plump. Chubby. Like, look at him. I love him. He's probably one of my favorites from this. I don't know where to put him because I'll just stick him up there. Hopefully he doesn't fall. But the last one is in addition to my slowly growing collection. I think I'll put him on this side because he looks better. Oh wait, you can't even see him. But it's Trevor! I love Trevor so much. I don't know why. His face is immaculate. Like, that is so Trevor. And keeping the red wheels with the trim and the flywheel yellow, it just all looks so good. Obviously, there's better out there because there's green right here, but I don't mind it. I still love him. But his face looks so good in the mold. I think his eyebrows are molded. No, that's just the shape of his face, but still, it looks so good. They didn't have to go so hard for Trevor. And I think his funnel's open. I love him so much. I think he's probably my favorite. He's 2001, and I forgot to look at Harold. I think he's 98, though. Or maybe wrong. I can't see. Oh, 95. Okay. Yeah. And I think Horde Lori was 98, but I might be wrong. Yeah, he's 98. But, yeah. And that wraps up this first half of the collection. So here are two other items that I forgot to mention in the video. Those being this shed thing for the Golden Bear items. I think it's really cool, it's really cute, it's simplistic, it's kind of like a house, it's whatever, it's for kids, but it's nice that it's like a little carrying case, and I find that really cute. Not much else to say about it. I got track, but I didn't really feel like showing that because it's kind of pointless to bring out. But honestly, really cute. Not much to say about it, but for such a simplistic toy, it's really nice. And as for this, I got this lovely, lovely cabinet, which helps me store multiple items. Currently, I have a bunch of cardboard customs inside it, as well as other customs, which hopefully will see the light of day at some point. But honestly, it's such a lovely addition to the collection, especially with my wooden railway shelf. I really love both of them here with my collection. It's honestly so amazing. So I just wanted to show that as well, because those are also new additions that I feel like I should mention, because they both came around in the last couple months. So yeah, that's it. And with that being said, that is the end of the video. And I hope I see you guys in the next video, where I go more in depth with some rarer items. In this video, I would like to shout out one of my friends. and that friend being Henry's Helpful Studios. He just made a video for Turbo 711's contest about Toby and Oliver, and he promptly named his story 711, and I really hope you guys go and check it out. I voiced Oliver and Duck. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, that's me. But, I really hope you guys go enjoy that. He's gotten so much better, and I would really appreciate it if you guys went and supported him. And he has so much more out there that he's going to share with us, and I am so excited to be a part of that. And I just wanted to highlight that because he's been such a good friend to me in the last couple of months, and I just thought it'd be nice for you all to go check him out because I really love the guy, and I hope you will too. So that's the shout out for today's video. And with that being said, that's the end. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.